You're welcome back once again. And every year, the world celebrates women. It celebrates the achievements of women. We celebrate the social, economic, and political achievements of women. I know the celebration was on 8th March 2021 rather, this year. But I mean, the whole of March is International Women's Month. So we are going to keep celebrating women all over the world, those people who are making magic, because women are doing awesomely well in their various fields of careers, and whatever they're doing perfectly well. So the Super Breakfast Show has decided to celebrate women in the boardroom this year, and we're celebrating we are going to be celebrating someone really special and someone who is amazing, who has done amazingly well in her field of career, and she is Dr. Mrs. Precious Ogun Micheal, and she is the CEO of Oxford International Group. She's also a barrister. Good morning, ma'am, and welcome to the show. Your title is, you're welcome. Your title is so much, doctor, barrister. I think we're going to add something else very soon. Yeah, sure. I mean, we keep moving. All right, so let's dive right in. For starters, International Women's Day is a day set aside to celebrate the social, economic, and political achievements of women all over the world. And then let's bring it back home to Nigeria now. Do you think the Nigerian women or the Nigerian woman has actually achieved something worth celebrating in the affairs of the Nigerian business sector or whatever field in Nigeria?
Okay, thank you. Firstly, I'll say thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here. I would say that I align my thoughts with yours. Women in Nigeria have, done a lot better to project ourselves in the public light, to do well for ourselves. In recent times, you would find Dr. Mrs. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala being the first Nigerian, first African, and the first female to ever be the Director General of the World Trade Organization. That is a point, I'd say, hope for the Nigerian woman, is a hope for the African woman to show to us that yes, we can really get this done. You know, when I saw her speaking and I saw people seated up from different fairs all over the world, I knew that yes, I've started, and I know that we'll do a lot better. We have several other examples to cite. You see Pastor Mrs. Ibukwan, who of course is my mentor, the first female chairman of First Bank Nigeria. You see myself, the first female GC, in fact, the only female that's ever sat on that seat. So it goes a long way to show that the Nigerian woman is gaining strength. We are, regaining our voice, and we are doing well in various spheres of life.
Okay. The theme for this year is celebrating women in leadership achieving an equal future in the COVID-19 world. I'm talking about the pandemic, which broke out in 2009 in China and then spread throughout the world. I mean, this pandemic brought everybody on the same level playing field. The man and the women, you had doctors, both female and male, everybody came together to work for a common cause, to make sure that we curtail the virus. Don't you think it's about time women are giving, more credits, more inclusion in the affairs of life? Because we all came together and worked for a common goal. That's the woman and the man. There was no difference at that point. So is it not time for us to now include women more in life?
Yes, I think it's time, and in fact, we've seen considerable change compared to what it used to be. We now have women sitting in places of power, both in organization, politics, the corporate sector, and various sectors, even sectors that were, very men dominated and all of that. We have women coming up now. And I think for every organization, every sector, every country, everybody that would want to make a mark or set a difference, there is a need to kill that bias, that mental state that says, oh, a woman has to sit here, a man has to sit here. We need to start focusing on certain things. Number one, capacity. What can this person do? It's the Nigerian, or would I say the African mentality to feel like, oh, it's a man that can sit here, it's a woman that can sit here. We need to focus on what can this person do. Let's exalt person more than gender. What can this person bring to the table? What's the capacity? Productivity. If I have this person on my team, can this person do well? Can this person deliver? Is this person effective enough to give me the desired result? That should be the bottom line in choosing who sits where and who does what. So if we can embrace this, we would find that the unique qualities in a male, unique qualities in a female will come together to give us a very beautiful blend. So I agree with you that women should be more inclusive in various sectors and all sectors, in fact.
At least yourself, you're
Yes.
already in the hems of affairs of Oxford International Group.
Yeah.
Well, still on the pandemic, the report has it that
Okay.
the countries that recorded tremendous, achievements in terms of adherence and all that were countries women-led.
Wow.
I mean, given Germany,
I saw
we had
that
Germany, we
report.
had New Zealand, and then these were like all led by women. I mean, yet they are being relegated. What do you think we should do at this point? What is the most desired change we need to effect right now?
Okay, I'm always very careful when I talk about gender and all of that. I don't want to exalt it too much, so we don't give it too much power, because when you give it so much, it makes it look like it's a problem. For me, it's not a problem. The reason is because I feel like this is a change that starts with you and starts with me. It's easy to say, oh, the government, there's no been a female president in Nigeria, but then, let me ask you an interesting question. Can you employ a female driver?
That's a tricky question.
Okay. Or your car is faulty, and then you get to the mechanic's shop, and then you see a male, a guy with big muscles and all that, and then you see a young, slim-looking female. She says, I can fix your car. Can you trust her enough to fix your car? You'd be like, please, I know you're a woman like me, but please, let this guy handle it. So
Yeah.
somehow, it's a thing of the mind. It's in our residual. We feel, oh, I understand, but then let this man just do this. Now, it starts with us. It starts with the very unit, the first unit, which is the family. How do you raise your boy child? How do you raise your girl child? Some of us already have that disparity. We are done eating on the table. The boy is there, the girl is there. You call the girl child, clear the table. And then the boy is there expressing his phone. Why can't they both clear the table? Why can't they both do the dishes? Why can't they both wash the car? Don't put the, the segregation starts, and then from inception, from age 2, 3, they begin to know that it's the job of the boy to do this, it's that of the girl to do this. So we need to start correcting even from ourselves. I need to be able to call a guy to do my makeup and have no concerns that, oh, he won't do a good job. I need to be able to employ a female driver and believe that she will do as well as the male driver will do. So it's a thing that starts with us. And then from the family unit, it spreads, of course, to the churches, to the business sector, to your organizations, to politics, and then before you know, we have a level playing ground. We have an equal playing ground where everyone can bring on board what they have to offer. So that's what I'll say on that.
But we're still on, equality and inequality.
Yeah.
So, for instance, you are a lady in, one of the fastest growing business empires in Nigeria today.
Yeah.
How has it been? I mean, when you talk about inequality, how has it been? And you've also worked, before Oxford, you worked somewhere else. How has it been for you? How were you able to cope? And you climbed up the ladder to get to that level. How was it for you?
Well, I would say I've had a taste of both sides. The first law firm I worked, I remember the head of chamber saying, I can't employ a female. His reasons, they'll get pregnant, they'll start giving birth, they'll be distracted.
I think that's
they
another
can't
mindset
stay,
that needs to be changed. Yeah.
They can't stay long hours and all that. And I would come back to that, why women also need to up their games, because at times we prove them right. So now, I got into Oxford, thanks to the chairman of Oxford, Dr. Tenny Adesanya. I think he's one of those bosses that has killed that mindset that, oh, this is what a man can do, this is what. Of course, he has been the only one who has even sat on the seat of the GCE. So vacating that seat for someone else, and not just someone else, a woman, I feel is a major stride that shows that this is someone who has carefully killed that thought that a woman does this and then a man does this. So you find that as a female CEO, I've had people come to my office and say, they'll say, okay, we want to come and meet the GCE. Some of our staffs will bring their investors. And then when they come in, they'll say, oh, you brought me to meet a woman.
Oh.
And somehow, initially I used to feel uncomfortable, like, I want to prove that, what do you mean? But then I realized that, okay, it's there, let's correct it. So when they sit down and say, okay, why do you think a woman cannot talk to you about investing? If a woman can carry you safely in her womb for 9 months, nothing happened, nurtured you. So why do you think I can't nurture your money? Why do you think I can't nurture your funds? Then the atmosphere becomes a bit relaxed, and then we have healthy conversations. And I found that at the end of the day, they're always convinced that thumbs up, this is, a woman that is actually not a woman, in quotes, what they thought. Probably they feel like, say, come on, women, we are not the regular anymore. Women have, developed themselves, we've grown ourselves, we've gained capacity, and we've actually shown that we got this, we can do this, and we can even do it better.
Wow. So, Okay, we are speaking with the CEO of Oxford International Group, Dr. Mrs. Precious Ogun Micheal, Esquire. So we'll go on a short break, and when we return, the program will continue. To stay tuned. Every March 8th, the world celebrates International Women's Day. It is a day set out to talk about the movement for women's rights around the world, while celebrating the social, economic, cultural, and political achievements of women. So today we are taking the time out to celebrate women around the world making magic in various sectors, be it finance, education, governance, health, or communication. We want to use this medium to bring to the fore our very own Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. She was the former finance minister and coordinating minister of the Nigerian economy. She aided in giving insights into the major events that took place during her time as minister in her book, Ngozi Lends Voice to the Need to Rid Nigeria of Corruption. She is currently serving as the Director General of the World Trade Organization after defeating several top contenders in the race. Let us celebrate Ibekun Awosika, who currently serves as the chairman of First Bank of Nigeria PLC and the first woman to take up such position since its establishment over a century ago. Awosika is also a Nigerian businesswoman, author and motivational speaker, and a board member of the Women in Management and Business WIMBIZ and Convention on Business Integrity. Another woman worth celebrating is Aisha Ahmed, who was appointed to replace the retired Sarah Alade as the Deputy Governor of Nigeria's Apex Bank Central Bank in March 2018. Prior to her appointment, Aisha was the Executive Director of Retail Banking at Diamond Bank. Her experience cut across top financial institutions in Nigeria, including Zenith Bank, Stanbic IBTC, and Diamond Bank. Let's also celebrate Mrs. Folorunsho Alakija, the Executive Vice Chairman of Fanfare Oil Limited. She was recently ranked by Forbes magazine as the richest woman in Nigeria and second richest in the whole of Africa. With an estimated net worth of $1.1 billion, Mrs. Folorunsho, like many other women, started her career from the bottom, working as a secretary at a Lagos-based company in 1974. She later dabbled into banking before establishing her very first company called Supreme Stitches. She ended up becoming an oil magnate, and today, we know her as one of the richest women in the world. Zainab Ahmed is a Nigerian accountant. She is the current Nigerian Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning. She was appointed on 21st August 2019 as President Muhammadu Buhari brought the two ministers under her as one, making her the de facto Minister of Economy. Zainab is an accountant by profession and became the Minister of Finance following the resignation of former Minister of Finance Kemi Adeosun. Obiageli Ezekwesili is another outstanding Nigerian woman, popularly known as Obio Ezekwesili. She is a public analyst, senior economic advisor AEDPI, Nigerian chartered accountant from Anambra State. She is a co-founder of Transparency International, serving as one of the pioneer directors of the global anti-corruption body based in Berlin, Germany. She has also been vocal in the fight to bring back the kidnapped Chibok girls. She served as Federal Minister of Solid Minerals and later as Federal Ministry of Education during the second-term presidency of Olusegun Obasanjo.
Subsequently, she has served as the Vice President of the World Bank's Africa Division from May 2007 to May 2012. Ezekwesili was in 2018 nominee for the Nobel Peace Prize for her work in transparency in the extractive sector. She was also a former presidential aspirant in the 2019 presidential election. We're also celebrating Precious Ogun Micheal. She is a legal practitioner par excellence and asset real estate consultant. She serves as the Group Chief Executive Officer of Oxford International Group, a top conglomerate with about 200 operational businesses. She was in 2020 recognized as one of the top 10 CEOs in Nigeria in 2020. She is also serving as board member of the Safegate Microfinance Bank. Abike Dabiru-Erewa is a seasoned journalist and lawmaker. Abike Dabiru-Erewa currently serves as President Buhari's Senior Special Assistant on Foreign and Diaspora Affairs. Discouraging young Nigerians from leaving the country illegally, Abike played a key role in the repatriation of those trapped in Libya. She was also vocal against the killing of Nigerians in South Africa. Amina Mohammed is another woman creating an impact in our world today, and she is serving as the Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations. Amina Mohammed has done this so gracefully. As a former Minister of Environment, Mohammed led the Ogoni Cleanup Initiative. With a track record of performance, she continues to make Nigeria proud in her current job, with the goalkeepers which is seeing young Nigerians commit to achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. Virginia Ngozi Etieba, for 35 years, worked as a teacher and headed several schools in various states in the country. She retired from the services of the Anambra State government in 1991 and founded the Bennett Etieba Memorial Schools in Nnewi. In March 2006, she resigned to assume the position of the Deputy Governor of Anambra State. She was later instated as the Governor of Anambra State from November 2006 to February 2007, when the previous Governor Peter Obi was impeached by the state legislature for alleged gross misconduct, making her the first female governor in Nigeria's history, even though it was for 3 months. She transferred her powers back to Obi 3 months later when an appeal court nullified the impeachment. Let's also celebrate Roselyn Ekoho Abokolo. She is a legal practitioner of over 2 decades. She holds a master's degree in law from the University of Lagos, while she obtained her LLB from the University of Benin. Roselyn is a human rights defender and the immediate past vice chairman of Human Rights Committee of Ikeja branch of Nigerian Bar Association. Roselyn believes in justice and penning down stories by inspiration. Christine Lagarde is another wonderful woman. She is a French politician, a businesswoman and lawyer serving as president of the European Central Bank since November 2019. Between July 2011 and September 2019, she served as chair and managing director of the International Monetary Fund (IMF). Lagarde previously held senior ministerial posts in the government of France. Angela Merkel is a German politician who has been Chancellor of Germany since 2005. She served as leader of the opposition from 2002 to 2005 and as a leader of the Christian Democratic Union from 2000 to 2018. A member of the Christian Democratic Union, Merkel is the first female Chancellor of Germany. Kamala Harris is an American politician and attorney serving as the 49th Vice President of the United States. She is the United States' first female vice president, the highest-ranking female official in the U.S. history, and the first African American and first Asian American vice president. She is a member of the Democratic Party and served as a United States Senator from California from 2017 to 2021, and as the Attorney General of California from 2011 to 2017. Harris became Vice President of the United States upon inauguration in January 2021 alongside President Joe Biden, having defeated the incumbent President Donald Trump and Vice President Mike Pence in the 2020 election. We are celebrating all the women around the world, both the working class and those who are taking care of their children and family. The theme for this year's celebration is Women in Leadership Achieving an Equal Future in a COVID-19 World. Therefore, we celebrate the tremendous efforts by women and girls around the world in shaping a more equal future and recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic. You all are amazing.
And you're welcome back once again. These are the women we are celebrating and so many other women all over the world. And we're still talking with Dr. Mrs. Precious Ogun Micheal Esquire. She's still in our studio. I mean, it's amazing talking with her this morning. So the phone lines are open. Send in your messages, call in, and let's know who you're celebrating this month. There are so many people you can celebrate. You can celebrate your wife, your sister, celebrate a woman this month. Let's hear your conversations. Let's hear your comments this morning. The phone lines are open. So let's still talking about the inequality and all that. How do you think, because you said something about mindsets, like our own mindset has to be changed as well. It's not just about, okay, we come out and talk about equality, but within us, we still have that mindset, both the male and the female. Most times when you see that, okay, a woman is a CEO, like yourself, you're CEO of a company now, and then someone hears that you're the CEO of the company, they're going to be thinking, oh, how did she get there? How did she climb? Who is her father? How did she, maybe she slept her way through. That's a mindset that most of us have. Even as women, how do you think we should change that mindset?
Yeah, I'm happy you added even as women. You know, you find women on social media, you know, we have so many businesses on Instagram now.
Hello.
Okay, good morning, Victor.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I want to thank you for everything you have been doing. I really enjoy your program and listen to your program every Saturday. It's like my weekly tonic. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Victor.
And then, so concerning landed property is something that is of great importance, and Oxford, you guys are doing a great job as well.
Thank you.
I plan to acquire one for the year on south. And then, well, I want to say a big shout out to my mother, my sisters, and my wife. They've been the strong pillar behind me, and I'm really grateful to God for bringing women into this world. Thank you very much. And Nkeiruka, thank you very much. To your guests, well done, ma. You guys are doing a great job. Well done, ma.
Thank you very much, Victor. Okay, so talking about the women and our mindsets now.
Yes, so you'd find a man posts today, I just got a house, you find people commenting, oh wow, hard work pays, well done, thank God. And then a woman makes the same post, perhaps of an even smaller house, and then you see, oh, so boyfriend bought this for her, her godfather got this for her, and all that. While it's okay for people to have that opinion, I find that at times when you channel your energy towards changing what people think, you're wasting time. It's a distraction. One thing I know people never deny is your results. Yeah. It's okay for your father to get you there. Yes, your father appointed you chairman, and then you became chairman. What have you done with that platform that you have? For example, in quotes, let's assume my father got me to this seat now. I'm here. I'm seated here. My father is not doing this interview for me. What have I been able to offer? Anything and anyone can get you to a platform. Hard work, consistency, and all that. But more importantly is what you do when you have found yourself there. How much are you doing? Have you decided to stretch? And I said I was going to come back to this, that a lot of women pray for platforms. We pray for opportunities. But then when we get the opportunities, we begin to give excuses. Oh, my kids. Oh, my job. I'm a female. I can't do this. I can't do that. When you ask for an equal playing ground, you have to be also fair to ensure that when you get that opportunity, you won't make excuses on the ground that you're a woman. So if you're there, I'm talking to the women now, you're there, you're working hard, and then someone is attributing it to whatever, you don't need to channel too much energy to correcting impressions. Your results would actually correct your impressions. When you are doing well, you're doing exceptionally well, and people can see what you do. Trust me, in no time, everyone will forget your gender. Yeah. Attention will fix from it's a woman to, oh, this is what this person has done. So do more to ensure that you have results that will speak for you and silence whatever it is that is being said negatively about you. Yeah. And for women out there, men out there that say this, I want you to know it's quite unfair to, you know, say such to someone who is going all out to ensure that, oh, I get this done and I get that done. Let's try to be kind. Let's try to be fair. Let's try to encourage people.
Yeah,
You
because
see
people
someone
are working hard every day.
People work
Yeah.
hard every day. It's a cold morning, and then on my way here, I could see so many people already out, going about their daily hustles and all that. Let's try to be kind. Let's try to encourage someone. Our words can make or break people, so be careful how you use your words on people.
That's a very nice one.
Yeah.
So, well, now let's talk about you a little bit. I mean, we're celebrating you this month, so let's talk about you. You studied to become a lawyer. How did you find yourself in a business, a real estate company? How did that start for you?
Okay. Let me take you down memory lane.
Okay.
My background. I'm from a family of 4 girls. We are all girls in my house. And you know how that can be in an average African home. But then I thank God because my parents, my dad and mom, they carefully raised us. When I say carefully, I mean carefully raised us to understand that being a male or a female doesn't change anything. My elder sister is a medical doctor. I'm a lawyer. My younger sister, everybody is chartered and, up there with what they do. This is because we had parents that carefully raised us to kill that mindset. So I've always been that kind of person that when I get to a place, I look at everybody there. I don't see myself less of anyone there, male, female, young or old. I believe that, I can actually be the top here. I can actually be exceptional here. Does that mean I've not had failures? No. I remember when I was in secondary school, I campaigned for the position of head girl. I remember I was assembly prefect a year before. Assembly prefect, check news.
Yes.
So you would have attracted a whole lot of enemies. So when we got to SS3 and I was going to campaign for head girl, I didn't attract too many votes. It was almost obvious that, this other person would win. But somehow I just like to stretch myself. I go the extra mile, give it a trial. And then, lo and behold, I lost the election. I cried. I was so ashamed. I didn't want to go to school the next day. Here seated is the girl who lost election as head girl, who is now a group CEO. So at times you lose some, you win some. When you lose some, you brace up and you move. Well, I started my career as a lawyer, like you said. But all through while I was in school, while I was in the university, I had a bias for land law. I liked property law practice. It was there.
Okay, hold that thought. Ma'am, we have Felix from Festa. Good morning, Felix. Good morning.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
So first, I'd like to celebrate all the hardworking women all over the world, especially in Nigeria. It's not easy to be an African woman. What an African woman is. The definition of an African woman is that you have to be very cultural, keep the cultural values, and still, take care of the home. But I'd like to ask you this question, Mark. You're a very successful person. I see that you are, I don't know, some representative of Oxford.
Yes, please.
For you to have gotten to that level, how did you manage your home, marital life, career? Bring a balance to it. Because there are lots of things. I ever have a sister that is even having challenges, trying to balance both. How do you balance both? And I need to commend you too. You're doing a good job.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Felix.
Thank you, Felix. So I think that same question I asked you. You became from lawyer, you became a businesswoman, and now, okay.
I actually knew that. I knew that question was going to come up. Yeah, a lot of people have this concern. It's almost like you cannot do both. You're either a stay-home mom, you excel at that, or you face your career and then you do well. I remember seeing a calendar some years back before I got married. I saw like 20-something female judges in Nigeria, and I found that only 2 or 3 had misses. All of them were miss. And then it dawned on me that, wow, is it really possible to do both? But I found that achieving anything starts from your mind. If you believe that, this is doable. I have a family, I have 2 kids. Trust me, when I'm at home, I relate with my family, I play with my family, I create time for my family as though I don't have a job. And then when I'm on the job, you would almost think I don't have a life outside that job. So it's all about creating a healthy balance, planning your time, knowing what to do and when and how, setting your priorities right per time. You can actually achieve both. You can actually do all. You just have to know how to manage your time, you know how to plan and structure how and when you want to do, because when you talk about a successful woman, you have to be successful in all ramifications. You can't say, oh, I'm the group CEO and then my son is somewhere smoking on the street. I failed as a mother. But then I'm the group CEO and I'm lacking behind in one arm. So it's more beautiful when you can achieve the success all round. So it's all about knowing your priorities, setting them right, planning your time, and being committed. Is it easy? No. Is it possible? Yes. So I focus on possible than if it's easy or not. I focus on knowing that this is possible and this is doable, and I go all out to do it. So every woman out there having that challenge, especially when the kids are between 1 to 5, you are raising them, it's a lot of work. Get help if you can. You want to hire a maid, you want to hire a cook, you want to hire...
John
okay.
From Nkeiruka.
All right.
They will not let you talk. Good morning, John. Hello. Okay, we lost that call. Please try calling us back again.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, it's just all about creating a balance.
Yes, a very healthy balance around everything.
Okay, so let's talk about Oxford International Group now. Let's give us a brief background about Oxford International Group.
Okay. Oxford International Group is a business conglomerate. We have about 20 businesses that we do. Oxford actually started as Oxford Commercial Services, a real estate firm, about 5 years ago. We started by having estates, landed properties that we sell, develop, and manage. And then we began to grow the spheres of our business because our mandate in Oxford International Group is to take over the entire business space. And what do I mean by that? You wake up in the morning, you have water first, Oxford water, you take your Oxford water, you go down to your kitchen, probably you grab some tea, Oxford tea, go to your bathroom to have your bath, Oxford soap, and then you decide to turn on your TV, you're watching Oxford TV. You decide the power supply goes out, you decide to turn on your inverter, Oxford Z Energy. You don't want to use your inverter, you decide to turn on your generator. Your fuel is from Oxford Oil and Gas. And then you go out in the morning, you are dropping your kids in Oxford Creighton schools. You pack their lunch, Oxford Pepper, Oxford Foods.
Okay, John seems to be calling us back.
Okay.
Good morning, John.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I am George from Micheal, Ireland.
Okay.
I want to commend the both of you. You guys are doing a great job. And I want to commend your guest as well. She's really, really an African woman.
Thank you.
And Ms. Nkeiruka, I love your show.
Thank you.
I do watch your show. And I want to appreciate what you're doing. I actually bought the land in 2019. And the land has been allocated to me.
Okay.
You guys are doing a great job. I love what you guys are doing. And I want to really, 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 really say you're doing well. I thank you guys for doing this show, and I thank you for putting up all these things together. Thank you so much. Do have a lovely day.
Thank you, John from Micheal.
Thank you,
so
Mr.
much.
John, for your positive feedback. Thank you.
What they learned from you guys.
Yes. Okay, so I was saying that the idea is to have a total Oxfordian person in your home. We have the mandate to take over the business space, and this we have carefully done. In the year 2019, we launched into agriculture via one of our companies called Oxford Grain Farms, and in 2021 we've diversified into various business sectors. We went into banking. We opened our Safegate Microfinance Bank. We are also going into asset management. We have our asset management coming live in April 2021. We have gone into Oxford, into oil and gas through Oxford Petrochemicals. We have also diversified into education through Oxford Creighton School. So, dredging, we have a dredging firm where we dredge, sell land and all that, sand and all that. So we have businesses in about 20 business sectors: fashion, media, energy, and a whole lot more. So Oxford International Group is a group with a mandate to take over the business space. When we started in Lagos, somewhere in Alimosho. Today we are in over 15 states in Nigeria already. As I speak now, we have a 9-man team in Rwanda, talking about business acquisition and expansion. We have another team in Benin Republic talking about expansion. So Oxford has been careful over the years to ensure that we consistently improve on what we do, expand our reach, expand our spheres, and ensure that we have service to an average man. We render the needed service per time to everyone.
Okay, Uche calling from First Up. Good morning, Uche. Hello?
I lost them.
Uche, are you there? Maybe you should try calling us back.
Perhaps.
Okay. So, okay, now, Oxford has achieved a lot of feats. I mean, you've different businesses. How have you been able to, I mean, what are you doing differently? I mean, because this is Nigeria. What are you doing differently that other companies are not doing?
Yes. I have a lot of people ask this question. Okay, your company is 5 years old. How come you've been able to amass this capital base, this asset base, and all that? Some of the things we do differently is number one, in Oxford International Group, we have a clear blueprint. We know per time what we want to do, and we go all out to do it. We have leaders, we have directors that are dedicated, focused. We have a blueprint that we follow. We know what we are doing, and then we go all out to get it done. Consistency, integrity. We have a client base of one person going to a client base of over 13,000 people, 65% of which are return clients who have, done services with us, and then they've returned back to do more because of how thoroughly satisfied they were. So I would say on top of my list is having a clear blueprint, knowing what you're doing. And, okay, we have Uche back.
Good morning, Uche.
Okay, so I see that Oxford has really diversified into a lot of industries. I'm looking for a job. How can I apply?
Okay.
Well, you have to go to their office.
Yes, or the website perhaps.
Or the website. Let's give
oxfordgroupafrica.com.
Okay, www.oxfordgroupafrica.com.
Okay, when I get to the
you find the customer care lines.
Oxford is a very good company. I'd like to work there. I know Oxford Group, the estate management, the real estate firm, but I don't know about all that. And I'm into teaching and all that.
Okay. Oxford Creighton Schools.
So go to www.oxfordgroupafrica.com. You get all the information you require.
Yes, please.
Thank you, Uche.
Okay, so I was talking about the track record also, the track record over the times. We've had 3-4 people calling now to commend what we've done, some of our clients calling in. That goes a long way to show to you that we are doing something right. So another thing we do in Oxford is that when we go into a business sector, we change the face of that business. We don't do business the usual way. We ensure we do something differently, and that gives us an edge. Looking at real estate, for example, our mandate is to reduce housing deficits. And over time, we look at it that, okay, we know that the issue of housing deficits is there. Housing is expensive. To get a 2-bedroom flat now, you're looking at having 600 to 700,000 naira. And for an average man, how much do they earn? So we thought of it that how can we partner with the government to ensure that, okay, on our part, we reduce housing deficits. And this we have done well. We started from having just one estate now to having about 40 estates in about 6 to 7 states in Nigeria. And we don't just have these estates, we ensure that we have a flexible payment plan. An average Nigerian can get a plot of land for as low as 300 to 400,000 naira, and you can even spread your payments for as high as 6 months. That makes housing affordable and accessible. We have a plan we call Oxford Ibeh. That affords you the opportunity to pay 250 naira per day for 2 years and get your own land. 250 naira per day for 2 years.
That's interesting.
Trust me, I knew you'd be shocked to hear that.
Wait, I can pay 250 naira.
Yes.
Then, for 2 years, and I'll get a plot of land.
You get a plot.
Hello.
Okay. Daphne calling from Surulere. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Ms. Nkeiruka, and good morning to your guest.
Good morning.
So I'm Daphne from Surulere. I want to invest
I want to invest in Oxford.
Okay.
So what's the minimum range I can invest with?
The minimum amount you can
I'm directing the
invest.
question to your guest.
Okay, the minimum amount you can invest is 100,000. I would actually come to that to explain how our investment schemes work, and then all you need to know about that. But the minimum amount you can invest is 100,000 naira.
Okay.
Yes.
So aside that, how do I connect with you guys?
Okay, we have how to connect. You can actually go on our website, oxfordgroupafrica.com. We have our customer care lines there. You can give them a call. It's a 24-hour service, anytime, any day, and then they can actually talk to you in 3 different languages. So for those who prefer to be serviced in other languages, we have all that covered. So on the website, you'll find the customer care number, and they can run you through all our packages and how it works. Though I'm still going to touch on that probably after this call. I'll explain to you how it works.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dafe, for calling. Okay. A popular guest. All right, so I think you should touch on the investment now.
Okay. Okay, so like I was saying about housing deficits, we've carefully, partnered with the government to ensure that that has been taken care of. How do I mean partnership now? We've been able to contribute our quota because we find so many business sectors say, oh, the government should be doing this, the government should be doing that. You can also find something you can do to also assist the government to ensure that you take care of a portion. For example, in the last 4 years, we have well over 10,000 customers that have gotten land from us, and we know that at least if we have 10,000 people off the list of those having housing deficits in 4 years, I think it's a commendable feat, and we are not stopping, we are doing more. Now we have the real estate investments, we have the agricultural investment, and we have the mortgage investment. We have 3 investment schemes. The agricultural investment is an investment scheme that affords investors the opportunity to invest in a company called Oxford Green Farms. We have a pepper farm, we have a ginger farm, and we have a turmeric farm. These products are organically grown, and they are majorly exported to off-takers. Now, how can you invest? We have 2 schemes for the Agrovest investment, that's the agric investment. We have the 14-month scheme, we have the 12-month scheme for 29% ROI, and then we have the 14-month scheme that offers you 35% ROI in 1 year, in 14 months. Now, how does it work when you want to invest? If you have an account officer or someone that's spoken to you about Oxford, you ask them for the form, the application form, you read through the application form, you complete the application form. There is an account number at the back of the form. Ensure you pay only into the company's accounts to avoid, stories that touch. Yeah. So when you credit our account, the payments will be confirmed. Upon your payment being confirmed, you would your account officer will then help you process your form. You will get your post-dated check. We always give our clients, our investors, a post-dated check. This post-dated check is dated the due date of your investment. If you invest 1 million, for example, and then your return is perhaps 1.2900 or something, your post-dated check will be dated that amount, and it will be dated your due date. So on your due date, all you need to do is stroll to the bank with your check and cash out your investment. We'll also be giving to you a deed of agreement. This deed of agreement details the transactions, the terms and conditions, and all there is to it. Establishes a legal relationship between us that you have an investment with us, and we are committed to paying you your investment back. This is duly prepared by our legal department, and then we exchange copies of that document. The document is in your care, and then you hold on to it for as long as the investment spans.
It's quite seamless, though.
Yes, it is. Let me also add that our clients also have the opportunity to get their ROI upfront. For example, you want to invest 10 million for 14 months at 35%. Your interest plus your capital will be around 13.5 million. Of course, we have a management fee, like 7.5% of your ROI, that goes into preparation of your documents, logistics for delivery, check processing, and all of the charges. So your ROI will be around perhaps 12.9 something. You can decide to get your ROI upfront. You can decide to get the 2.9 million upfront, which will be credited to you between 3 to 5 working days after your investment was done. And then your post-dated check will only carry your capital. So we have customers that decide to leave in their ROI and their capital. We have those that decide to take their ROI upfront. So we are open to what our clients want. We are all about client satisfaction and all that. So we have the Build Vest investment, which is the real estate investment. It's for 12 months at 29.5%. So we have customers that want to invest in our real estate, the same procedure, different forms, different account numbers, but about the same procedure. You also get a posited check and a deed of agreement. The one that is slightly different is the mortgage vest. It's the investment that is channeled towards acquisition of our mortgage bank license, and this investment converts your capital to shareholding. So for those of us who want to secure our future, I want to have shares. I don't just want to, put in money, get it out. I want to have ownership. So mortgage vest gives you ownership in the mortgage bank because it converts your invested sum to shares. So how mortgage bank works is that you get your ROI paid to you upfront, which is 45% in 16 months. Permit me to add a whooping 45% in 16 months. So you can get your 45% upfront immediately within 3 to 5 working days after investing, and then convert your capital to shareholding.
I hope they can see all this on the...
Everything is on the website, and then if you have further clarifications to make, you can put a call through to the customer care service.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, well, our time is rounding off now. So, well, talking about celebrating women and all that, what's your final word on the girl child? And I know that you have your mentors, you have someone who you look up to. There's also some other people who directly and indirectly look up to you. What do you have to say to that one person who is looking up to you?
Hello?
Can we have a call from your background?
Hello?
Hello, good morning. Make your contribution, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Shuko, actually. I'm calling from Ifako, not Ibadan, actually.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, so I've been on this program for a while now, and I'm really, really impressed. So, but there's still something I need to really iron out.
Okay.
That's the real estate aspect. Although I know that you're also into farming. But this real estate, I've been on this for a while now, but I really found it difficult to get through to a legit client, actually. So I really need the rundown. Be a proper rundown from the CEO, since she's right here.
Okay, because of our time, you have to go to the website to get all the information you need on the website.
I think you can also check through the website to see the address closest to where he lives.
Yes.
So you can walk into any of our branches and ask.
So about the family, I would like to get to know some of the ventures you're into in agriculture.
Okay, like I said earlier, we have a pepper farm, we have a ginger farm, and we have a turmeric farm at the moment. We are looking at expanding our fairs, but for now, those are the fairs that we have our farms.
Okay, so I'm interested in that ginger, actually. I'm interested in that ginger. So if I want to go into ginger farm
we don't have much time.
I can easily contact you.
Yes, please.
Yes,
you can contact us through the website. All your questions will be answered.
Africa.com.
Okay.
All your concerns will be taken care of, I can assure you of that. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you for calling. Okay, so let's round off now.
Okay, our time, yes.
Yes.
I'll say this to the girl child. You need to help yourself. You need to believe in yourself. One of the things that helped me in life was that I never really saw myself as a girl child. I saw myself as a child. And I opened myself up to learning. I opened myself up to capacity building. I opened myself up to growth. I opened myself up to anything there is that can make me better. And another thing I feel the girl child should have is the spirit of excellence. You must have that drive you, that whatsoever it is that I touch must be excellent. If I sit on this chair, people must see excellence. If I walk around this path, let people see excellence. Excellence in dressing, excellence in your speech, excellence in your disposition. If you are given a position to sit on, excellence must be your watchword. You get tired, yes, at times you get exhausted, you get fagged out, but you must never lose touch with the need to be excellent at whatever you do. If you are given the task to serve tea, please serve tea with a smile, because that is what will set you apart. So to the girl child, some of us see being a girl child as a disability. We must first kill that, because I've come to learn that impossibilities exist only in one place, and that is in the mind. If you can deliberately take out that I'm a very deliberate person. I'm a very intentional person. When I want to get something done, I go all out for it. So if you're a girl child and you look up to me, I find that humbling. If you look up to me, that is something you must do. You must be deliberate about your life. You must be intentional about your decisions. You must know that every decision you make, goes a long way to transcend to the woman that you become. So you must let that mindset drive every decision you make. And for the men out there, if you have a woman around you, please, let's kill gender bias. Let's kill gender inequality. Together we can achieve an inclusive world. Like I've always said, you can, when you have a woman seated beside you, have a man seated beside you, don't look at the man some way, don't look at the woman some way. See a person, be open, embrace that person, let that person, give that person a level playing ground. Organizations, employers of labor, please let us encourage the girl child to do better. I can assure you.
I know you can go on.
I can
and
assure
on
you,
and on
when
and
a woman
on.
touches something, it's blessed.
It's changed. Thank you so much, Dr. Mrs. Precious Ogun Micheal. She is the CEO of Oxford International Group. Thank you so much for coming on this show.
Thank you.
A lot of people kept on calling and calling, but we have to go. The show has to end at some point. So thank you guys for watching. And before we can, I know you can always go to Oxford. They have offices in different places in Lagos and then even outside of Lagos. So, but you can log on to www.oxfordgroupafrica.com. You can get all the information you require there. So until will come your way again next week is bye for now. And don't forget that the coronavirus is still here. Wash your hands regularly and use your face mask. Thank you so much for watching. I am Nkeiruka Ibeh. Do have yourselves a lovely weekend.
Good morning, beautiful. How was